Weed almost ruined me, bro. I cannot tell you how many open doors I didn't go through or how many opportunities I threw away simply because I rather wanted to get high. Countless of euros, all for nothing. Really nothing. I literally paid money to get paranoid, insecure, and lazy. And the worst thing is, I still have the urge to fall back into it. On some days more, on some days less. But especially recently, the urge has been getting kind of strong, not gonna lie. And even though I know very well that I won't enjoy a single second of it, I still have this urge. Our brain is so weird, man. Maybe you know what I'm talking about. Or not maybe, but hopefully you know what I'm talking about. Thanks to Jesus, I haven't smoked actively since about November 2024, and since then, my life has significantly improved in all aspects. But this darn urge to smoke again keeps creeping back into my mind. I think it is because I did every single activity stoned. Whether it was gaming, watching a series, or reading. Man, even while cooking my meals, I used to smoke weed. It's ridiculous. And I think my brain now just has some sort of deep-rooted muscle memory towards those activities. So, regardless of what I do, I will always have the urge to do it while being stoned. And it kind of ruined the fun for me. Maybe it has also something to do with growing up in general, but whatever I do just isn't as fun and exciting as it was while I was being high. Weed kinda ruined everything for me, at least in that aspect. My brain kind of has adapted to the elevated dopamine levels that occur while smoking. And now, when I'm sober, it just feels so much more monotonous and way less immersive in general, like gaming, for example. So, I can now either decide between falling back into it and to become paranoid, insecure, and lazy again, but at least in some way enjoy my old hobbies, or I can keep going and stay strong. I think the answer is quite obvious, but still, man, I just wish that I never started smoking weed. I don't know about you, but if you haven't started yet, just don't do it, bro. Regardless of how much your friends, in quotations, try to hype it up towards you. It's not as cool, in quotations, as everyone makes it out to be. And if you are in a similar situation that I was in, don't take it as an insult, bro, but weed is lame. It is one of the biggest ambition killers that are out here in this world. And I don't want to hear none of the, but it fixes my problems. I can't sleep without it. And yes, there's a very, very small minority of people where that is truly the case. But for most of us, weed is the reason why we have or had those problems in the first place. So let's not lie to ourselves here. We were able to sleep normally before we fell into addiction. This stupid plant creates problems and then presents itself as the solution for the problems it created in the first place. Most of the time, we are just too caught up inside of it to realize. I noticed that it makes you comfortable with going absolutely nowhere in life, while having all of those mental illusions or dreams that you're in reality not even pursuing. It's just all in your head, you know? You're content as long as you're able to get high after work, for example. It's like a fake trophy that we look towards in the sense of, oh, I just managed to get through this shift. You know what? I deserve a little treat. Of course, I can only speak for myself, but I know that I'm not the only one who thought or still thinks this way. I'm intentionally saying this because I know that weed addicts get a little hissy when you criticize their favorite hobby. Well, at least I'm not destroying my body through binge drinking. Well, at least. And so on and so forth. Do you see Snoop Dogg, man? He always gets high and is still a multi-millionaire. Mental gymnastics. Yes, despite being a weed addict, it is not impossible to reach something in life. The question is, where would you be without it? And don't use the problems that weed created in the first place as excuses for needing it. I've been there. This erratic, restless nervousness you have when you're sober hasn't been there when you were still someone who never smoked weed. It came after. Same with not being able to fall asleep. These problems were created by weed. Again, I'm not talking to those who have serious health issues. Side note. And yes, there are a lot of normally functioning weed addicts. But every single weed addict I know would be way, way better and further in life without their addiction to this plant. If you are someone who likes to smoke daily and doesn't see or doesn't want to see a problem in it, by all means, man, do what you want to do. This is your life. I'm not judging you in any way. I am not and will never be better than you in any shape or form. This video is meant for people who struggle with weed addiction the same way I struggled with it. Who see that life has so much to offer, but feel stuck in the same old cycle of wanting to break free, but always relapse after some time. And not only for those, but also for me personally. You know, as I've mentioned in the beginning, right now the urge is definitely getting stronger. And that's why I want to remind myself of the facts that it's just not worth it, man. However you want to look at it. If you're watching and you're one of those that want to break free, just stay strong. The best day to start is today. Don't beat yourself up if you relapse. Unlike my main channel that is not going to be centered around Christianity, but I still have to mention it, or more like him. You know, I was only able to beat this addiction through Jesus. Without him, I would still be the same dude in the same place, doing the same stuff over and over again, while expecting a different result. He loves you more than you can imagine, man. Seek him and he will set you free. Not church, not self-righteous deeds, not a pastor, but connection and personal relationship. He hears and sees you. All in all, if you haven't started smoking yet, don't start. If you want to break free, stay strong. And if you want to keep convincing yourself that weed is good for you, bro, keep going, man. No one is better than someone else. I think I'll leave it at that. You know, I really could make thousands of videos on this particular topic because I wasted so much lifetime into this silly little plant. I'd be interested in your story too. But yeah, that's about it. Like and subscribe for more content. Apart from that, it's your boy Nomu, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and don't go hollow, my friend.